Welcome, artists. The shops entering the competition will have at least one returning artist who's competed for the title and failed.
Oh, dude.
What?
These people coming back in have already been here. They already know the pressure, and that's really intimidating.
I feel like I have to prove that there are great female tattoo artists. I think a lot of female tattoo artists till this day are still misinterpreted. I just want to prove to everybody we deserve a lot of respect.
Tattoo Baby. There's a lot of good shading and dimension and a lot of good color.
I wanted to concentrate more on being able to pack in the color than go so big and not be able to accomplish anything.
Artists, this is it. This tattoo will ultimately determine which three of you will be headed to the live finale and who's headed home. Remember, you're gonna be judged on all of the essential skills. You have 6 hours to tattoo, and your time starts now.
There is so much pressure. These judges have just such high standards. I feel like I'm overthinking this dragon a lot.
I have become a fan of Tattoo Baby's drive. I love the fact that she's trying to show that she can do whatever it is that we're looking for, but what a poor selection for her to end up with today. This is not looking strong.
Tattoo Baby, how'd you feel about this?
Well, when I first found out that I got the guy with the dragon, I knew that if I do this wrong, I'm gonna get my ass chewed and it could take me home.
This was a big dice roll because to me, you did it in the spirit of competition, like I'm gonna show these guys that I can do this thing, and I admire that. However, today is a tough day to gamble. You're missing a lot of key elements. You have so much dragon and no arms, no legs. You got these crazy hand-like claws. They don't do it. You crammed as much as you could into an incorrect anatomical figure.
I think I stand pretty strong because I've shown some kick-ass tattoos.
If you sold them on the fact that I can do a dragon, then you did the wrong thing.
Sarah, Tattoo Baby, and Sebastian, one of you will not be going to the finale. The judges have decided Tattoo Baby. You do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
I just want to say one thing, and even though I'm leaving here a stronger artist because of you guys. So thank you for your judgment.
Listen, this is torture. You have the artistic flair to do the things that you want to do, but where you've excelled in this competition has been places where the technical side of the tattooing has been a little less important.
Thank you.
Please pack your machines and close shop.
I definitely did not think that I was going home. I literally, I went in there and I went for the goal. I feel like I fought so strong and I was not the last one standing. Huh. I just love what I do so much that I felt like I owed it to my art strongly, and I feel like I disappointed it.
Welcome back to the live Ink Master finale. We are just moments away from revealing which of you is walking away with $100,000 and, most importantly, the title of Ink Master. But before we do that, the viewers have been voting all night for their favorite of our 13 eliminated artists. The artist who gets the most votes will get a second chance on next season's Ink Master. And with over 75% of the vote, Tattoo Baby, we will be seeing you next season on Ink Master. Tattoo Baby, come on out.
I'm back and I'm here to win. I'm very thankful for everybody who voted for me. I'm just on such a different level than I was last season. I'm ready.
Welcome back.
Tattoo Baby coming back. She's been through this before. That's definitely a threat. Completely.
There is $100,000 on the line, and I'm going to take it. This is what I got.
I love photorealism. I love to tattoo animals. I cannot wait to get started.
It's really not that tasteful. Do I really want some random girl on my back for the rest of my life?
Here we go.
Man, my dad's gonna kill me if he sees this. Hopefully he doesn't have a heart attack. I'm really not cool with this. I'm gonna grow up, I'm gonna be a father one day, and here I have some random girl on my back that has no relation to me or my family.
First session is done.
It is a lot of money on the line for her, but it's not any money on the line for me. I absolutely know that I am not coming back for the next session, and best of luck to her.
Hey, Dave, how are you?
There's been a situation. Unfortunately, your master canvas is not coming back. So, we are going to send you a new master canvas, but you're going to have to start from scratch. All right, sweetheart, good luck to you.
I am completely in shock right now. I really did not expect him to pull out. I hope that it's not going to affect my chance to win.
Hi.
I'm Stanley.
Hi, Stanley. Nice to meet you.
I'm so disappointed, but I made it this far. I'm not gonna let anything stop me right now.
Wow.
I worked so hard putting my all into this piece. I deserve to win.
Tattoo baby, you're up first. Let's bring out your master canvas.
As always, I'm always happy to see the amount of black that you put into a tattoo. But before you get to the black, you have to look at the stage of the stencil. When you put the stencil on the skin, you have to look and see where the stencil finishes, correct? You have to make sure that the stencil's not laying on a vital part where the face or the torso is gonna move. In this particular picture, your client's arms are pulled totally forward and he's stretching his back. If his arms would be at his side in a normal back piece picture, her torso and her neck would be completely off. You place the tattoo in the wrong place. To start, placement in a tattoo is everything. If you look at this client right now, please put your arms at your side. His shoulders will pop out. It will distort the way that we see in the photos when we look at these tattoos, the way that it actually looks. You have to be mindful of placement of a stencil to do a back piece.
Make a note from that. This design was designed for my first canvas. Unfortunately, he did drop out and didn't want to continue the tattoo. And then I met lovely Stan. But unfortunately, Stan had this huge scar from here to here, which is also why, you know, you'll see a little bit of the denting on the tattoo. And he had another tattoo. So I was working a little bit already against placement. So that's why I
this is your opportunity to put something centered in the back and make a beautiful back piece. You can never put an arm or a neck off to the side on a shoulder.
Thanks, Chris. The judges have decided. Tattoo baby, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
You've made it probably farther than anybody. You've taken the ball and you've run with it, and you have fan favorites. And, you know, I think that the presence that you've created for yourself through good and bad times will by far exceed, because you're humble, because of the humility, you will pass anything. And there's tons of people that would be proud to work with you and proud to have you, because you have a great attitude and you do great tattoos.
Thanks, baby.
I know time's gonna be a factor. I'm gonna make sure I'm not stuck at the back of the pack, and whoever's in the front, I wanna be hot on their heels. I'm an all-around tattoo artist. I'm known for doing black and gray realism, but I'm proficient in every style of tattooing out there. There's nothing that they're gonna hand me that I can't do. I might very well be the only grandpa that's ever been in this competition, and my age, experience, and wisdom are gonna help me beat all these young kids.
You're gonna use the drawing that you did earlier, coupled with the machines that you just built. You're gonna reproduce that right on the pig.
Okay.
Right out of the gate, we're gonna test fundamentals. One is assembling your tools, one is drawing, and finally, we're gonna test them on tattooing. How good are they at executing their drawing? That's why today, these challenges are their initiation.
Christian,
Starting off with the sketch, the face on it is a beautiful face. That translates right over to your tattoo.
You definitely added more details into the tattoo than you have in your drawing. I think it's a great job.
Thanks. The judges have decided that the winner of the first Flash Challenge is Christian.
The finished product is smooth. You see the quality of the line work. You see the quality of the shading. That shows me who I want to see more work from.
Christian, you're up first. Come on over. Tell us what you did here, man.
This was more than just for the other, all of you guys. I kind of actually specifically did this a little bit for you, Dave, because I feel like a lot of times you're a swing vote, they're more technical. I wanted something that was really dark and beautiful, and this is based on a classic ballet. It's about a young girl who is chosen by her tribe as a sacrifice, and she dances herself to death for the god of spring. So I thought it might be something you dig.
Rite of Spring, right? Stravinsky?
Rite of Spring, yes, absolutely.
Nice.
And I think the juxtaposition between the black and gray and the color is really nice. I also love the way that you have the silhouetted figures dancing behind to make those roses come forward. It's really great play with dark and light. I think you did great.
Thank you.
All right, buddy, thank you so much. It's time to reveal the jury's decision. The jury deliberated, and based on their decision, Christian, clean. One of you is about to be one step closer to the title of Ink Master, and one of you is about to be eliminated.
The jury has determined that the artist that will move on to the next round is
Killing me.
Clean Rock 1.
Wow. Unbelievable. Only one shop will earn the first ever title of Master Shop.
Yeah.
And standing in your way is the next returning veteran. From Las Vegas, Nevada, he made it all the way to the finale in season 7. Representing Basilica Tattoo, Christian Buckingham.
Great, now we're gonna start getting finalists in here. That's got me nervous.
Last time I competed, I got completely robbed.
I got a lot of problems with this tattoo. The composition and the flow of the hair is pretty weak, up.
Aesthetically, it's pleasing. It just doesn't knock New School out of the park.
This tattoo came out super soft, super smooth. This is expertise at work.
You're a definite competitor here.
Clean Rock 1.
I'm sorry, Christian, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
People clearly didn't like me. I lost on a popularity vote, but I'll tell you right now, one thing I will not do for the win is change who I am.
Christian, welcome back, man. Who'd you bring with you?
This is Nolan Wheeler. He's one of the guys who inspired me to be a tattooer.
Christian most definitely should have won Ink Master, so in my mind, I'm actually coming to this competition with an Ink Master. I've been tattooing so long, whatever you bring me, I'll kill it.
I'm bringing one of the guys that taught me how to tattoo. We're gonna monkey stomp everybody here.
You have 6 hours to show your ingenuity by tattooing a New School design. And your time begins now.
Showtime.
Let's do it.
All right. Doing a New School tattoo in a competition setting can be difficult because there's a million styles of New School.
Like that?
Just a little bit more, boom.
These artists are gonna have to use ingenuity because we've seen it all. We're looking for these guys to come out and be original and take a swing at having fun with a piece of art.
All right, you ready? You have at it.
Thank you.
Even though neither one of us really does this, I think this challenge kind of fit our two styles.
Oh, yeah.
Nolan specializes in lots of big color fields, backgrounds. I'm much more technical, so I went first. I did all the outline, all the black. Oh, if we go home on this, I'm breaking some.
Basilica Tattoo, you're up first.
There's a lot of strong technical aspects to this tattoo. I like the texture and the flow of the hair and the tail. But I think that as far as the New School challenge, just because it's a bobblehead and has a little bit of pink on the outline doesn't really make it New School.
New School is probably the one thing that we were most afraid of.
The drawing itself lacks a little dynamics. You guys are looking for a win. You're not looking for a get by. Try to win everything.
Okay, Basilica, you're up next.
to do the story of Lilith, which legend has it was Adam's first wife, and she rebelled against God and Adam, and she ended up becoming the mother of demons, so that's her little babies down there, and supposedly God kills 100 of her children every day. We thought it was a dark and twisted story, and we just liked it.
Hey guys, I love the owl. What happens in this tattoo is the owl and the girl really combine together and show a lot of detail and work. When you get lower, it's a lot simpler towards the base, and I feel like the babies, especially the right side coming over the back hip of the girl, you guys kind of don't get enough time, or you don't have enough ability to get in there and detail that out as much as the rest of the tattoo. So that's really the only issue. The tattoo's beautiful.
Nice job, guys. I love the tattoo. I love what you did with the background up at the top there to give it that biblical feel. Nice job, guys. Thank you. The judges have decided. Old Town Inc. Your coaches are two of the most versatile artists this competition has ever seen. Unfortunately, they both left just shy of the win, sparking one of the biggest rivalries in Ink Master history. And now they're back to settle the score. Kristen Buckingham and Clean Rock 1.
That's gonna be a bloodbath.
I should have won. It's simple as that. I got robbed of my chance. As far as I'm concerned, Clean owes me 100 grand and I'm here to collect.
Welcome back, guys. Are you guys ready for this?
Absolutely. I've been waiting to take this guy out.
Yeah, 100%. I've never been more focused in my whole entire life.
Fair enough. It's time to critique your master canvas. Christian, you are up first, buddy. All right, Chris, let's get into this.
You did a lot of work. Every bit of this tattoo is smooth.
I love how you really captured that horror comic graphic feel.
Even down to the spider on the top of the skull, the bottom, the detail is perfect. You nailed the composition, you nailed the layout, you nailed the fit of the body. This is an amazing illustration.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And I love both these tattoos too. Just if I'm looking at weight of tattoos, I gotta go with Clean Rock 1. Chris, that means it is all on you, my friend.
Man, I'm so torn. For me, it's always been the same thing, and it's been the tattoo that looks heavy, and it's just the application and what I think, for me, really holds. And as tough as this is, I'm gonna go clean.
The winner of the grudge match and $100,000, Clean Rock 1.
I've only been tattooing for about 2.5 years. I am still in the honeymoon phase of tattooing. With inexperience comes drive, passion. These guys have been doing it for 15 years. They don't have that new, loving feeling about it. That gives me such an edge against them. I'm gonna go beat all their asses and they're not gonna see it coming. That's mine.
Outline looks very crisp. It's not tonal. It's a very slick tattoo.
All right.
Who wants this artist on their team?
Absolutely.
Oh my God, that is so nice to
Let's
hear.
bring up the #1 ranked tattoo. Congratulations, Angel. Coaches, why should this artist pick your team?
That is 100% a great tattoo.
But you can't do this tattoo.
You're so full of all you do is just talk.
You've got a target on your back right now. Every one of those guys is looking at you. I know how to work around that. I'm known for strategy.
Angel, which team do you pick?
The team that I pick is Christian.
All right, go ahead and stand by your coach.
awesome.
Today, you had to show dimension tattooing a naturescape. Angel. There's very little nature in here. I don't see a lot of dimension. The fact that you have little sharks at the top of this thing doesn't really make me think that there's multiple layers to this piece.
There's zero relationship between the octopus and the ship. No foreground, nothing to tie any sort of depth in other than this ray of light, which a lot of people are gonna just wonder what the hell that is. A lot of problems with this tattoo.
Here's where I'm at. The ugliest tattoo, definitely Amanda's. Now, the playbook says unfinished tattoo goes home. Between these two, that's my conflict.
So you're saying Jimmy's safe?
I can't believe I'm saying it, but...
In your opinion?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I'm inclined to agree with that. My vote is for Amanda to go home.
Jesus.
The majority of this tattoo is very difficult to figure out what's going on.
My vote's for Angel. It misses the challenge, and I do find more technical application problems than I do in the other two.
Final decision.
Angel.
The judges have decided. Angel, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
It's blood, sweat, and tears in this thing, and I think that you've really, really excelled to a place where in 2.5 more years, you're a threat, no doubt.
I love you to death and kills me.
Please pack your machines and close shop.
I have so much less experience than anyone in here, so the fact that I came here and I competed fiercely up until this point is a huge accomplishment for me. I did so much better than I even could have guessed.
I could draw before I could write. I was always drawing. Last time I was in this competition, I had a lot to prove just to myself that, you know, I was a good tattooer and I could stand with giants.
I went to film school for a couple of years and I had already started tattooing, and I kind of realized at that point that I was probably born to do this.
I think everybody else should watch out.
Let's bring up the first tattoo. California.
That's fine.
Instantly recognizable.
Just the way the palm tree close to us, it's a black silhouette, and then the palm tree's going off in the distance, get lighter. That's a hard trick to pull off.
This artist shows a lot of promise for what's to come.
Cool.
Killed it.
You have 13 hours to show us quality and quantity in this tattoo marathon. And your time starts now.
All right, let's go see what you want.
The hardest part about this space dog design is that it's a bunch of perfect circles. It's time consuming.
What would you like to do? I'm gonna do the skull with the facial hair and the hat. Sweet.
This first canvas is taking up almost an hour and a half of my time.
I'm Isabel.
Jimmy, which one are you thinking about getting?
This guy.
Cool.
I've never felt so much pressure in my entire life.
That's it for this one. I love it. Free to go?
This is not at all how I wanted to start this marathon.
Which one you want?
I'm liking this little bulldog guy.
We can do that.
All right.
4 hours remain.
This is your friendly paramedic coming by to say, I haven't seen you go to the bathroom. I'm worried about your hydrating, so here's a bottle of water here for you.
Okay.
Please hydrate up, okay?
Thank you, sir. Drinking water. I got shit to do.
Angel. Out of everybody's flash designs, your designs were chosen the most.
Awesome.
All your designs look very nice. It's not surprising that a lot of people chose these, but you create images that are not as easy to recreate on the fast. Doing tattoo designs that could be done quick would have been a little bit better.
Let's take a look at the tattoos that you did. In 13 hours, Angel, you completed 11 tattoos.
Your line work is pretty clean on almost every single one of these. Obviously, your first space dog is the worst one. The dog gets too black, so it's a little bit illegible. The third and fourth one are the best ones. You kind of figured out better ways to do it as you went. If you didn't do 5 space dogs, you could have done more tattoos.
I think I was the only one who did the space dog, ironically.
My favorite tattoo you do of all the tattoos is the simplest, the Gravestone 13. It looks like a quick banger. It's really smooth. I definitely see some high points in your tattooing. Overall, your body of work is pleasing.
There's a lot of back and forth here, but when we put the design that Angel did, the moon, up against other people did the moon, that outline has to be perfect, and Angel's kills it on that one. Angel did 5 of those space dogs. That's the most time-consuming tattoo, and consistently her line work is super clean on all 5 of those.
Her outline is the best outline consistently against both of you guys.
I agree. My vote for the second spot in the finale is Angel.
I gotta agree. My vote's for Angel.
The judges have decided, Angel, you have earned your spot in the finale.
Oh my God, yes. Me and Bob, let's do it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I know I'm a really good artist, and I know there's a lot of good artists here. What's up, dude? Bubba. My strategy is to outsmart everybody. I'd love to make friends, but is it important to me? No. I would way rather have the money. I'm known for mostly biomech. I love turning people into robots.
Bubba.
The baseball tattoo, obviously it's not round. The wings are poorly drawn.
If a ball's perfectly round, then the shading's perfectly round. Throws it out of whack.
I did what I could with what I had.
This is the kind of competition that separates the men from the boys.
You have 6 hours to tattoo a lady or a gentleman, and your time starts now.
You good with this too?
Yeah. In order to create a great traditional tattoo, you have to have contrast. Contrast in tattooing really makes a tattoo come to life using light and dark. It's something that's gonna make that tattoo jump up off the skin.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Jim and Bubba. You did the grandmother, you did the grandfather. So this gentleman is actually not Asian, as it turns out.
Oh, he's not?
No, he's not.
Bubba, when you did this drawing, did you not notice the differences in the shapes of the eyes?
No.
How? They're offset, one's larger than the other. It's time to get back to the drawing board, literally.
Bubba, the judges also felt that you had one of the worst tattoos of the day.
These drawings are from the start not good.
I don't know what I was thinking doing this thing.
You never come out swinging and you're having a really rough time.
To me, it's new being on the bottom. I've never just gotten by not losing.
The judges have decided. Bubba, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
The obvious problems in this tattoo are huge. Your drawing's everything.
Please pack your machines and close shop.
Seeing the talent that this competition actually has, it was pretty eye-opening for me. I feel like I showed up to World War III with a BB gun with 100 grand. I mean, I wanted it so bad I could taste it.
Why is there 9 boards and only 8 teams?
Feel a twist coming.
Welcome, artists. The shops entering the competition will have at least one returning artist who's competed for the title and failed.
Oh, dude.
What?
These people coming back in have already been here. They already know the pressure, and that's really intimidating.
The first returning veteran is from Scottsdale, Arizona, and competed in season 4. He's the owner of Old Town Ink, Bubba Irwin.
Who's that?
Yeah, I never heard of him. I definitely came underprepared the first time I was here.
You like doing this stuff?
Yeah, it's cool, man. I've never done one before.
There's no solid color. There's no straight outline. Bubba, you look pissed.
I feel like I did a pretty good job. I just can't figure out what they want.
You have many problems with your outline. If you give somebody enough rope, they hang themselves.
Bubba, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
Getting kicked off here, you could feel sorry for yourself or you can go home and do the homework, and that's exactly what I did.
Welcome back, Bubba.
Thank you.
Who'd you bring with you?
I brought a good buddy of mine, DJ Tamby. He's the most versatile. He's the best artist I know.
Bubba's asked me to take him under his wing, and I've taught him a lot of things since. I'm not the artist that sticks to one style. Every day is something different for me. Everything we touch, we're gonna crush.
Yeah.
Crush every single thing.
DJ and I have known each other for several years. DJ is an incredible artist, and he's fast and he's efficient. We're done.
The two of you should be warned. This week is designed to put your shop to the ultimate test. Each week, everyone will be tested on the skill that exposes the veteran artist's shortcomings from the last time they competed.
Damn. Yes, there's a silver lining to the veterans coming back. We know what you got eliminated on. I know what you suck at.
I knew this was gonna happen. That's all I practiced on was my shortcomings. I'm ready for anything.
This week, we're testing your fundamentals.
Fundamentals of tattooing start with the drawing, then it goes to your stencil, then it goes to your application, line work, making sure your shading's smooth. I didn't have that last time. I do have it now.
If you get eliminated for poor fundamentals, maybe you should not tattoo anymore. I don't know.
Basically double up that top thumb line.
And I'm gonna go over a lot of these.
Just don't change nothing.
I'm not used to anybody telling me, don't do this or don't do that.
Nice. Beautiful.
It's kind of hard to step back and let someone else take the reins, but I'm doing it because I'm doing whatever it takes to win this thing.
Old Town Ink, you're up first. Bubba, how's it being back?
I feel like I've been preparing to come back here since I left. I'm ready for it.
This is a very clean, very legible, very strong illustration. Technically, the lines look clean. The varying line weights are used smartly, and from a distance, you do create shading with using only small lines.
Little reactions over there. What's going on?
They used a mag. I mean, I would have used a mag too if I could have. We all would have.
You guys just didn't think about it. You guys are mad because you didn't think about it.
No, we did. We followed the rules, though.
We followed the rules too.
Dragging the mag. I mean, it is a way to make lines. I think it's smart.
It is lines.
Every single spot.
Yeah, but the same effect that they did with the mag, I went through and I did it with a single needle. A lot of us did.
This is a game, and if you're smarter than your opponent, oh well.
I will tell you this, I'm pretty sure that these guys aren't going home.
We're here as a jury of peers to determine which shot to put up for elimination.
I still think that we should vote you guys for using a mag.
This is completely fundamentally sound.
Bubba's been here before. They're going to the bottom out of principle.
That's why I would not have agreed to break the rules.
You probably thought it was their advantage, so you kept quiet about it.
So we're going off technicalities right now.
I think you guys just thought you weren't gonna get caught. And then it bit you in the ass.
Today, you had to tattoo illustrative blackwork. Based on your work, one shop will be packing their machines. Let's hear from the jury of peers. Guys, why did you vote Old Town Ink to the bottom?
You better play by the rules or you're in the bottom.
Wow.
I don't think that I should be here right now.
But nobody's saying that the tattoo's down here because it's one of the worst of the day.
Pins and needles also colored in big areas of black, which was explicitly said do not do, and their tattoo was far inferior to this tattoo.
Why the am I here right now?
Had we all got the chance to use a mag, the caliber of work that we would produce might be better.
It's ridiculous. Do your best tattoos and let your work speak for itself. You guys put up somebody that you're threatened by. I think you wasted your time.
I'm pretty sure that they're not going anywhere today.
100%.
We demolished this competition. We totally earned this. We deserve to be Master Shop, 100%. You ready to check this thing out, dude?
Yep, let's do it.
Massive.
Oh my God.
Yeah. For these two master canvases, we want them to look totally different. One illustrative color, poppy, look like a sticker, and one look like you can pull it off the back. It's so realistic.
Woo! The tear is gonna be a little bit exaggerated, probably darken up her eyes a little bit. It's beautiful, man. This is gonna be so sick. I really hope we have enough time, man. These are huge.
This whole competition, it's been Bubba's riding DJ's back. DJ's carrying Bubba through this whole thing, but he worked just as hard as I did, if not harder.
Came a long way, man. We came further than all these other guys, that's for sure.
Reveal the tattoo, guys.
Well, guys, this is a really risky move, and I think seeing large-scale black and gray done like this is amazing. I think the areas where you hit the really rich black under the nose, in the sockets of the eyes, you get those dark tones in the top of the lip, really push this face forward. I think overall the coverage that you guys get and the amount of time and taking that risk was really, really well thought out and well played. My only critique on it is I wish that it had a little more of the rich black in the filigree areas to balance a bit. Otherwise, you guys killed it.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at that tattoo, bud. All right.
All right, guys, here we go. A lot of coverage, a lot of big risks. Dropping that tail all the way down past his butt cheek onto his thigh. Beautiful placement. For me, looking at the tattoo, immediately the neck, the connection to the neck, the loss or lack of scales, the position of where the spine is in relationship to where the belly turns are off. The connection of the horn to the head is also off. The spine right there would need to line up and drop around parallel to the belly. So the two yellow lines separating need to ride together. That's the big sore thumb for me in this tattoo. Otherwise, the flow of the tattoo and the coverage, color palette, spot on.
Great use of color. This thing is really readable from across the room. I think it's a killer job. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Judges have decided unanimously Old Town Inc.